Okay, it's recording.
This is Grandpa Honey of the Grandpa Honey and Grandson Ashby channel. We haven't been up here in a while. Um, I did want to make one correction right off the bat. It's been 109 years that my family has been in the fire department in this community, consecutive since 1916. I had the figure wrong before. But there was some things I wanted to say. Yesterday was my birthday. I was 73. Feels interesting to be nearly three-quarters of a century old, I'll tell you that. And I wanted to mention my father and his brothers. They were all incredibly amazing men. Intelligence-wise, what they did in their lifetimes, all five went into World War II in 1942 and 1943. My father went in the United States Army. He was in Patton's 3rd. And then he got injured, came home, and turned right around. He got drafted for Korea. He got caught one time 3 days behind enemy lines. Him and his good friend Davis. I don't know the man's first name. It might have been William. He was from Los Angeles. My father always tried to find him before he passed on, but my father passed in 2015. And he never did get to see Davis or talk to him. My oldest uncle, my father's oldest brother, Ray, was in the United States Army Air Corps. In the South Pacific, he was a tail gunner on B-25 Mitchells. He won the Air Medal for gallantry and bravery 6 times. 6 times. He came home. They all came home. My Uncle Donald was he was a military policeman. And and on D-Day, he was already behind the enemy lines, giving intel back to the people landing on the beach. I can't remember which one. Might have been Sword, might have been, I'm not sure. And he's passed away. They're all gone. All incredible. They were my heroes growing up because of everything they had done and been. My Uncle Jack was Honey was on the destroyer in the North Atlantic for the entire time of his service in the Navy during World War II. I'm not sure whether it was 2 years or 3 years. He got injured one time, but it wasn't serious. And I have some of his Arctic wear that's made out of 100% wool. I think it's a pair of leggings with suspenders. Huge, thick, heavy. But they're in my collection somewhere. Oh, who's left? My Uncle Richard. He went in the United States Merchant Marines. And stayed long enough. He traveled the entire world. And he stayed long enough to make I think the rank was lieutenant commander. He was an amazing man. He went on, he came out of World War II, and he went right back to college and earned a PhD in psychiatry, and then became a professor at Transylvania University down in Kentucky. I think it's in Lexington. I was supposed to go visit him one time, and I never did make it down there. Who did I miss? Ray, Don, Jack, Bill, and Richard. They had a sister, baby sister, my Aunt Doris. She married a private at the time. He was a private. He made master sergeant as a cook in the United States Army. 38 years he was in. That was my uncle, Tom Visker. And on my mother's side, she herself and her mother, my grandmother, were both members of the Daughters of the American Revolution. One of my mother's relatives had been in every war that the United States engaged in, from the Revolutionary War right up to and including Vietnam. I served during the Vietnam era. I was in for 6 years, 3 months, and 20 days on active duty as a regular Army enlistee. I made the rank of specialist, 5th class. I was at one time an acting second lieutenant for the 28th MASH, Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, the real deal. After that, while I was still there, they changed all of them. There was MASH units there, and we were in the 44th Medical Brigade of the 18th Airborne Corps. We were the only unit. The 44th Medical Brigade was the only unit authorized to wear the blue and white airborne patch over our insignia and our uniforms. The only unit, other than the units that had airborne qualified and paratroopers in their TO&E, table of organization equipment. It was an amazing time. It was an amazing time. Let's see. Can you pause it there?